Good morning, guys. It's Saturday morning, and I'm just not getting my coffee. Anyway, welcome. This is Good Through Christmas Week 2019, and my name's D7. So check this out, guys. Markets in bullish territory. The S&P, Dow, the NASDAQ all hit record highs yet again. Everybody's doing really well. NASDAQ doing the best. Crude oil down 1%. Silver up 0.6%. VIX staying low. We're at 12.5, guys. That's very, very low. No fear out there, but I've got something to share with you. Bitcoin at 7,100. 7,100 is where we're at. Okay, let's take a look here at the markets as a whole. And, guys, it's Saturday morning. I have my coffee. And my wife doesn't let me use my own Grok trade cups during Christmas time. I have to use the Norman Rockwell Christmas cups. But anything to keep the wife happy, right, guys? Give me a like or a comment if you agree with that. Okay, let's get into the markets here. The S&P, we had this rising wedge, but we busted over the top of the rising wedge, and we're staying high here. Do you guys see this? Very, very high. This is great, great stuff that we're seeing. This is it's good, okay? It's good. So we just keep going high. We're 4 weeks going strong in the market. Are we due for a pullback? The answer is yes. But the S&P Dow is going higher. Now, if I move this, now I want to look at a couple things here. If I go to the spiders or the S&P 500 rather, this is the weekly chart. We are looking really strong here. Do you see this? Really, really strong. I thought a few weeks ago we were just going to hang up here, but we busted through it. So this is the S&P weekly chart. If you look at the diamonds, same thing. The Dow 30 going up, 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 up. Everything looks really, really good. NASDAQ, really, really good. See, this is just rock solid. We've gone up now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. We only had 2 out of 11. 2 out of 11 weeks have been sideways or a little down. Outside of that, we've gone straight up. So the last couple months has been just rock solid. Here are the Russells, 2000. We had the symmetrical triangle breakout. Boom, to the upside. Things are looking really, really good, but kind of extended. Financials, up, up, up. But look what you see on the financials. Do you see this? We have a red candlestick at the high. Almost a tweezer top, but not quite. Financials concern me a little bit. So what I want to do is go back to the daily charts. The daily charts, taking a look at the S&P. So we're up, everything's looking good. Diamonds up, as look how we have a red candlestick here. NASDAQ, we get up above a trend line. Do you see this? But we doji out. So anytime you get a big run with the doji at the top, that's typically indicative to a reversal taking place. So we got to be careful with that, all right? Got to be careful with this. Russell's 2000, we come up, we got a red candlestick. Financials, the last 3 days we've been pulling back. Financials are pulling back. Financials are showing weakness. That is a problem. That's a problem. So this, but there's something else that's jumping out at me on all these charts that is huge. Kudos to you if you see it already. If you recognize this indicator already, you're probably one of our students. Or you're highly in tune with the market. I'm going to go back to the spiders. Look at the volume. Look at the volume print we got on Friday. Guys, Friday is usually historically a very low day for volume, okay? Low trading day. We have more than double the average on Friday. Dow, almost double the average. NASDAQ, over the average. Russell's, over the average. Over double the average volume on the down candlestick on the financials. That is concerning. very concerning to me. Capitulation, maybe, type activity. It's not technically capitulation, but on a micro level, it could be. You could argue on a micro level capitulation. So in other words, we could be ready to drop. We could be ready to go, boo, drop. I don't expect it to be significant. It could be. This could be a nasty drop to the downside. This could round out the year. This could be a nasty, nasty sell-off in the markets. However, if all these, with China turmoil, uncertainties not being able to bring the market down, impeachment not being able to bring the market down, it seems like nothing is able to bring this market down. The market is rock solid, rock solid. However, PEG ratios are getting a little high. I'm getting geeky on you there. It's a PE over growth, and it helps tell you valuations. We're a little long in the tooth on valuations. However, what is going to bring this market down? What's going to do it? Is it going to take another election? What is it? Is it going to take, war? What is it going to take for the markets? Is it the $22 trillion debt that we have? Think about that. 22 trillion, knocking at the door 23. It's unbelievable, guys. Deficit is still rising. I mean, luckily for us, we have GDP, back on the incline. These deals that we're making, trade deals, are working in our favor in a positive way. However, you see housing starting to. You see a lot. It's just a lot of interesting things taking place right now. I'd really like to hear your opinions down in the comments. What you think will be the thing that will cause the markets to drop? What will it be? And what are the indicators that you're looking at? If you go here a little longer, sorry, it's morning time, and it happens, right? We all cough. U.S. dollar in a falling wedge, rallying up. So as long as it stays this falling wedge, U.S. dollar could rally up. We have a bullish divergence. I'm bullish on the U.S. dollar. Look for it to go up. That will put pressure on commodities. U.S. Crude oil is dropping. I'd be looking to sell that. I don't know how far this will drop, but this is a great place to give us a nice bull pullback and look for a re-entry. Silver is breaking out of falling triangle. I don't know if it might pull back a little bit and pop up. That will give you an inverted head and shoulder head, and if it pulls back and bounces right there, that will be a shoulder, inverted head and shoulder. I can see that happening. But gold, it's still trying to break over. Let's see what happens. VIX is staying very, very low at 12.5. There's just no fear out there, but I think that could change coming into this week, guys. I think it could happen. Bitcoin just beat up, starting to go up, bullish divergence. Let's see what happens. I think Bitcoin could be ready for a run. Let's get into some stocks of interest. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get into the Dow 30, and then I'm going to get into tech stocks. We're going to look at these, but this is what you need to know. Education purposes only. I'll be saying what I like on trades, okay? We're education only. And people find us. I had a guy that just signed up for Mentoring, and he's like, wow, man, you guys don't blast us with a bunch of emails. I don't see your advertising out there. People who come to us, they find us. If they want mentored from us, they find us. That's how we work. Okay. Here's the other thing. If you're interested in, it's Grok Trade. Go to groktrade.com and there's our mentoring right there. And there's a bunch of other things you can check out on here too. Okay, a bunch of other things. But what we care about right now is what's going on with the stock market on this Christmas week. Because I think this Christmas week could be bloody, okay? It could drop on us. Apples. Take a look at Apple. Apple looks toppy. It's a high base though. Apple could be a buy over the blue line. This high base breakout over 284, 285 area could be a nice trade. AXP this is a bullish pennant. It's popped. I still think on a you could add a partial position at 126.5 there. Boeing, stay away from it. That's getting to drop more. Look to short that. Caterpillar, high base. Look for a breakout above 148 or so. Cisco, wait for a pullback before you enter that. CVX is in a big consolidation. Stay away from. Disney is, oh boy, I like Disney. I don't. as a company, I'm so on it. But Disney, as them taking over the world on media, I'm bullish on. Okay, so just be watching that one. GE, this one could be bullish. Watch this one. Goldman Sachs, wait for the pullback before you enter on that one. Home Depot, that one, look for a short perhaps on this one. IBM, nothing, stay away from. Intel, this is looking good, guys. Looked along that. Johnson & Johnson, wait for the pullback. This, I wouldn't short it. I'd just wait for a pullback, look for a time to get in long. High base on JP Morgan, looked for a breakout there. Nice bull play. Coca-Cola, stay away from. McDonald's, maybe short that if it drops more. MMM, breakout happening right now, big time bullish on 3M. Merck, stay away from, look for it to settle down. Microsoft is popped up, Evening Star, stay away from. Nike is starting to drop, but if it stays above this trend line, gives me a pullback, gives me a nice reward to risk ratio. IMN, PFE, stay away from. Procter & Gamble, stay away from. Travelers, perhaps a short below 135. UNH, that one's going to drop, so look for the pullback. It's happening. UTX is at resistance, look for a drop. Again, it's hard to, unless you're highly advanced, don't be shorting at these areas. This is a drop area to short if you're highly advanced. If you're not, just stay away from that one. Highly advanced means 301 mentorship or the 401 with us. VX or Visa, just stay away from. VZ breakout. This is Verizon. This is a trade opportunity. Yes, I like WBA. Walgreens, look for this as a breakout. Walmart, stay away from. And Exxon, I like it coiling. This could be a breakout ready to happen. Be watching Exxon. Exxon's ready to rock and roll. Let's get into some tech stocks. Grok tech stocks. We already looked at Apple. Okay. AMD. See, it looks rock solid. It's too extended. You have to wait for a pullback there. Amazon. Amazon is fighting. So what's interesting, and nobody will know this but us, and I'm going to spend some time on this one, guys. We drew our trend line here, okay, which I do like, because I got to blow this up. I want you to see what I see. See that candlestick? That's what I drew it to. Not that red body. It just happened to be there. If I go to a line chart, I drew it to there. You see that? I drew it right there. So I did not draw it here. I drew it there. And then I brought it down and hit here. And I went to the white candlestick. Go to a line chart. Oh, I'm almost on it. Almost on it. I need to bring that down just a little bit. Just a little bit. So I went down. See how I tightened it up? I don't know why these things move on me. But then we rallied up, hit resistance. See that? We hit resistance. We pulled back. We broke over resistance. Right there, we broke over it, and it pulled back a little bit, okay? Remember this. So we have two big hits. Let me shrink this a little bit so you can see them both. Hit number one, boom. Hit number two, boom. Hit number three, and then it broke out. But it's a fake. It's not a fake breakout. It's a real breakout. But it's incognito. It's hiding. It's hiding. So if I go to there on the candlestick, this was our second hit. We hit. We come down. We hit again. Do you see this? And we drop. We broke above it right there. Then we pulled back, but we're still above this trend line. I really like this, guys. This tells me if we can stay above this trend line and above this one, if we could stay in this area, this is a bullish move on Amazon. This should rally. Baba is long in the tooth. No way you can go long there. Baidu, long in the tooth. Look for that we got a spinning top. Look for that to relax back. I would like to see a pullback around 122. Booking, which is price line, is just up and away. Nothing to trade there. Cisco is getting ready to pull back, so wait for that pullback. Cognizant, or what I call catfish, is just stay away from. eBay, stay away from. I'm going to pull in more data. I need to see more data. Let me go back to catfish. Okay. eBay. Facebook. I like to have a good 6 months that I'm looking at. I can always pull in more if I want to, which I do, but I always go to the higher time frame. So this Facebook is in fairly good territory. I'm gonna look at something. Oh, see, I like this a lot. We hit here and here, and it happens to be at the top where the market maker opened it. Facebook, that the market maker opened it right there, and it just shows you the power of drawing these lines. We're here, which is market driven. And this is not market driven. That's specialist behavior, right? That's market maker opens it. So he opened it there, or the firm opened it there. But the market brought it here again. That's very interesting to see the market makers and the market working in tandem with these lines. And I know that's not, I'm talking a different language here. Most of you guys won't know what I'm talking about there, but for the mentor students, you do. Okay, so, but it's just fascinating, isn't it? It's just so fascinating. Facebook. Let's go to Google. Google. That looks like it's starting to relax and go down. Google with an L is going to be the same thing, going down. GoPro. High base look to go long this. This looks really good. Inverted head and shoulders. Shoulder, head, and shoulder. And a break out of a trend line. This is looking really good. GoPro finally is something that I'm semi-bullish on. Already looked at Microsoft. MU is high extended. Look for it to pull back. Micro on Netflix had a massive rally this past week. Just an insane rally, looking very, very good. Wait for a pullback. NVIDIA, wait for a pullback. You know you're in good markets when everything is wait for a pullback. Oracle, look to short that. PayPal, high base, look to go long. Shopify, just wait. There's an opportunity setting up. Snap is outpacing some of its contemporaries. So that's getting some news. You can look them up. Tesla looks like it's extended, like it's going to pull back. Give me a nice juicy bull pullback, or a little bull flag, or a bull pennant. Give me something lovely, a high base. Give me something lovely. Twitter, stay away from. Twitter is just trash. I don't like anything about it. Monologue time. And I've been jacking my jaw all the way through this one. Chatty Cathy, because I get a little coffee. And it's Christmas time. I love Christmas time. Do you love Christmas time? What's your favorite season out there? Is it Christmas? Is it? Mine is. And Thanksgiving, you put Thanksgiving and Christmas together. Holy smokes, are you kidding me? It just doesn't get better than that. Just doesn't get better than that. We have a Christmas tradition. I want you to tell me your special Christmas tradition. So like Tuesday night, I should tell you guys this. Tuesday, the market's going to shut down 1 p.m. Eastern time, 1 p.m. So half a day, just the morning, and there'll be no volume, not even worth trading. Day traders stay away. Unless you're in our chat room with Mark, he'll hone in. He's really good at honing on good trades, even on low volume days. And then Christmas is Wednesday. No markets are open there. Thursday and Friday, there'll be light markets. So be some trading. It'd be worth just researching. Research our mentoring. Research our education. It is worth it going into 2020. It really is. So just research it. Go look at our reviews. That's what look at our reviews, especially against other people's reviews, and see what you think. Well, our tradition is so Christmas Eve, we have a little carousel from Germany. When I traveled to Germany, I got it's made out of lime wood, hand carved. It's beautiful. Did it many decades ago. Grabbed it, brought it back, and now we'll play that. We'll read the Christmas story. We will watch Christmas shows, and we'll let the girls, my two girls, open a gift from each other that night. So it's fun. So that's our tradition. That's what we like to do. And And we've done that every year, and it's our special night. We never go to events. We don't go to parties. We don't do anything Christmas Eve. It's very personal for our family. That's what we do. What do you guys do that's maybe unique for Christmas? I'm really interested. I posted that on Facebook, asking my friends on that, and you can find me on Facebook. Des Woodruff is my name. You can find me there if you want to, and you can find me on Instagram too, I'm sure, and Twitter. But I don't do anything on Twitter. But if you want to see pictures on Instagram, on there. Okay. So that Christmas season, I just had a vacation, and let me tell you about it. And if you're still listening, man, it's insane. I don't know why you're still here listening to me. Now this is just talk. I went on vacation, and I asked my girls. I said, "Listen, girls, we are overdue for a vacation. Let's take one. You can go anywhere within reason here in the United States or a cruise. Pick. Where do you want to go?" And of all places, you won't believe what they said. They said, "We want to go to Las Vegas." Like, what? The reason I'm laughing about that is because, one, Sin City, Las Vegas, I got a 13 and 16-year-old girl. But out of all places, that's where they want to go. And I've been there 30 times. Why? Because I had an office there. My office is right there in Las Vegas. And so we'd go there to teach. So every once in a while, most of our mentorship's done online. That keeps the fees way down for tuitions for everybody. But a couple times a year, we'd go to Las Vegas and do a live training where we're all together. And there's something special about that. And that's why we had an office out there. And it worked out. Now I'm not a Nevada corporation. I'm a Wyoming kind of. I don't know if people want to fly to Wyoming for training. Anyway, we got to figure that out. We still may go to Vegas. Hard time. But anyway, I digress. So my girls want to go to Vegas. And they're like, "Daddy, you've been there so many times. We hear all the stories. We want to see it for ourselves." So I said, "Fine, let's go." So we go to Vegas. I said, "I want to do things I hadn't done while I've been out there." So all my 25 to 30 times, there's certain resorts I hadn't been to yet, so I made sure we visited those. I hadn't seen the Michael Jackson 1 Cirque du Soleil, so we went and watched that. And I hadn't been to the Hoover Dam in all the years I've been there, so I did the dam tour. So I was fascinating. Hoover Dam is like a fascinating structure. For all you engineer guys out there, and there's a bunch of you that listen, if you haven't been to Hoover Dam, go to Hoover Dam. It is an impressive thing, done in the 50s. I was just shocked by what I was seeing. It's just a marvelous structure. Marvelous. Anyway, okay. And the whole time I've been out there, I've never been to the Grand Canyon. So I said, let's go to the Grand Canyon. So we worked that in. Have you been to the Grand Canyon? I was utterly in disbelief. I even caught a video of our reaction. Man, I may even post at the end of this video if I can get it from my cell phone over to my computer. I'll see. If not, sorry. Maybe you'll find it on my Facebook or Instagram. I was blown away, guys. If you've been to the Grand Canyon, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, my jaw hit the ground. My eyes popped. I just gasped. I couldn't believe. I was in awe of what I was seeing with my eyes. I just could not believe. It's like, man, God makes some wonderful things in the world. And that's one of them, one of the 7 world wonders, wonders of the world. You have to see the Grand Canyon. And one thing I do in my travels is I try to get keepsakes to help me remember. Let me show you the one that I got. It's a heavy little thing. So this, I don't know. This is a piece of petrified wood. Okay? I'm going to slowly spin it so you can see it. Because it gets awesome right here. Can you see the colors in this petrified? So they cut it, and it is just gorgeous. I don't know if there's reflections on it. I'm trying to, but the colors are just amazing on this petrified. Well, the other useless fact for you is it has something called druzy on it. So there's crystals all over this, which you can't see. I can see, kind of. You have to have bright light on it. You can see the druzy. It's crystal. So this cost me a pretty penny. Like, I couldn't believe how much I ended up spending on this. And it was at an area that everything was very, very cheap. But this one is my baby. I love getting these little keepsakes. I love getting those. And anyway, I have others. I like my keepsake I got from Louisiana. I'll show you this one. I'm Cajun, if you didn't know that, but it's my alligator head. Oh, man. Craziness. Oh, I have others. But I love my keepsakes, to help me remember the areas that are important to me or things that I loved. But we did that. We went and we went downtown Vegas, and which is just an amazing thing. Anyway, it was great. The girls loved it. We did Airbnb. I always stay on the Strip when I'm there. I've been to virtually every one of those hotels. My favorite, the Cosmo. Well, I've got a couple favorites now, but if you're wanting to save a buck and really nice, the New York. So stay there. Airbnb or Vrbo, VRBO. Airbnb is where you rent other people's apartments or their homes, and so we got a 2-bedroom and 2-bath. They were separate by the living area and the kitchen, full kitchen. It was a 2-bedroom apartment, and we got that for cheaper than one room on the Strip that had 2 beds in it, and then our balcony overlooked the Strip. It was like unbelievable. Thought, wow, we scored big time. So I'm big about value. So that was us. I'm sharing with you our vacation we just had, but I'm going to end with this. Guys, Christmas is a very special time of year. Don't let it be lost on you. Your kids, show them that you care. Spend time with them. Bring value to their life as their father, as their mother. Spend time with your kids. If you haven't talked to them in a while, reach out. If you're close, see what you can do to get closer. Because as you know, they don't get younger. Time goes by very, very quickly. And the time is now to make memories. So to all you guys, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. All the best. Love you all. Take care.